Hello all, Cynthia here with a super quick video to show you a couple of pages that I did. I'm getting ready to go on vacation, so I wanted to show you a couple of layouts that I've done. I haven't really gotten a lot done because we're still working here at the house, and now we're leaving on vacation, so I have to line up a lot of ducks in order to get myself out the door. It's a layout that I did. I'm doing, if you recall, with power scrapping, since I have 3 years of pictures to do, I'm doing like all 3 years of Christmas together, or all 3 years of school together, or all 3 years of Thanksgiving together, and that kind of thing. And I'm actually working on Christmas. So this was this past Christmas, and I did this based off of a page map, which I had shared that I've been using quite a bit. This was a different kind of Christmas for me this year. My grandma, who was 95, went into a nursing home, and so I used that as a main picture. And my daughter was not here. She joined us via Skype, via FaceTime, because she's currently in school in Italy, studying there. And so she joined us that way, so that she could be a part of when we read the passage in the Bible and open our gifts and whatnot. So that's how she joined us, and I got a picture of that. So that's really my two main pictures this year. And then, because I am power scrapping and I'm trying to get a lot of pictures scrapped, I've been putting a lot of pictures on pages, and this side obviously no exception. But what I did do here is in the center, I tied this. I attached a little book, and my son being silly, and then it opens into some pictures that have, there's pictures and journaling and whatnot, and then on this side it's pictures this way. So and then it attaches back down. So that's how I did that, and I got a lot of pictures in my journaling in there, and then I'll just tie it. What I'll wind up doing is just cutting a slit in the page protector in order to see that. And so lots of pictures, got that down, and honestly I'll probably do one more layout. So I really only have 2 Christmas layouts this year for 2012. Like I said, with page maps, super simple. I mean, they had a single picture on this side on the page map, and I just changed it up a little bit. Okay, and then the other page that I got done was a page of my Bible study class that I teach. We have a Christmas party every year, and these are some of the ladies from the class. By the way, I know somebody told me about the glare, that I could put a light source from the side. I tried that twice and it didn't help me. So again, if somebody knows, please let me know. And I just went by the page map and used pre-made elements pretty much. And I did have a problem with the picture, and the problem is that my dear friend Alice, all I have is one eye and her head peeking, but the rest of the picture is great, and I didn't have any other pictures to choose from. So the way I fixed that problem was on this side, I'd put a really great picture of her and used her as the main picture on this side with my friend Lauren. And then this is a die cut, I think it's a K & Company die cut, and all I did was put Skittles wherever the holly berries would be, to kind of give it a little more dimension. And that's pretty much it. And as always, I journal. And then, like I said, I still like to do all of the blingy stuff. And so this is a page kit. I used a page kit and a page map from Swirly Doos. And I added some of my own stuff to it, like the bird and this guy right here and this guy right here. I added those to it, but everything else came, and this little thing in the corner. But the other stuff came with it. This was actually Christmas 2010. This was really the last year that my grandma was really alert and really knew who we were and that kind of thing. And I did want to talk to you about this. This was actually white, and I painted it. And the way that I learned about painting these, so what happens is now I'll go to like the dollar bin and I'll buy ribbon like this, or and I'll lace, and I'll purposely buy it in white or cream because I think her name is Rachel. I know her name is Rachel, but I think it's like Rach 0013 or something like that. She turned me on to this. I guess it's called Lumiere. I don't know if you speak French. Look, I can't even speak English. If you speak French, let me know. But it's by Jacquard, and it's a light body metallic acrylic. And it comes in a whole bunch of beautiful colors. And so I purposely buy ribbons and lace that are white so that I can paint them. And even if this company doesn't have the color that I like, I'll mix colors to make the color I want. So this was my more decorative layout that I had done. And then, if you don't mind the camera shake, I'm going to take this off the tripod. Somebody had asked me, how do I store, would I be willing to show how I store my papers, okay? Because I guess she had seen the video of me talking about organizing, and she asked if I would be willing to show how I organize my papers. Now, here's the thing about organizing my papers. You have to go based off of how you think. I tend to think based off of seasons. So for instance, if let's say football, most people would put that in with sports. I put it in fall, okay? So you have to organize your papers based off of how you think. Now, I did say that I take my papers and I separate them even from paper stacks that are together. I do keep some paper stacks together because it would make sense. Like, let me give you an example. Like this paper stack right here, okay? This is the heirloom paper stack, right? And it makes sense to me to keep that together. It really does, because the entire stack it has that feel. But what about a paper stack that, say, like the Seasons paper stack, where it's with Die Cuts with a View, where it's 4 seasons in one paper stack? I separate those. I do. And also, if it's a paper stack where some of the paper is like, let's say, striped and others is polka dotted and others is floral, I separate those. The reason being is if I'm looking for a black polka dotted paper, I want to find it. I don't want to go through 20 paper stacks to find a black polka dotted paper. So I organize all of my papers based off of just how I think. And that's how I think. And so what I do is, like, see, here's the polka dot paper stack. What I do is, starting at the bottom of this bin, it'll be black paper with white polka dots. And then then I'll have my browns, and then I'll have my blue polka dots, and then I'll have my, say, green polka dots, and my yellow polka dots, and then, or red polka dots to pink polka dots. And I just make the colors go lighter and lighter. And so ultimately, I wind up with the lightest polka dot, like white with whatever polka dots. And that's how I do it. I actually do that for all my paper stacks. So even for, say, my floral, I'll start with black floral at the bottom and white flipped, at the top. So you have to go based off of how you think. And that's how I think, really. As far as categories, I think that just goes based off of what you find that you purchase the most of, or you have the most of. I notice that I tend to have a lot of Valentine's stuff or heart stuff. And so because I have a lot of Christmas and Valentine's stuff, I keep those separate. But that's really more how I think, okay? And then how I handle my specialty papers is I break those apart as well. Like I have mulberry, sheen, glitter foil papers, felt or specialty papers like cork papers, that kind of stuff, gloss paper, vellum paper, and transparencies. You just have to go based off of how you think, okay? But another thing I did want to tell you is I keep my designer sets together. So like if I buy, like, say, a Bo Bunny designer set, I keep that together, okay? Or my Teresa Collins or Lost and Found or that kind of stuff. And to give you an idea of what I mean is, like, this is Ruby Rock paper, okay? And how I handle that is when I buy the stuff, when like say I go to a store or convention or whatever, and I buy the stuff that goes with the paper. So these are the die cuts that go with it, and this is the paper line. You know, this is the Avalon, right? Paper line. And so what I wind up doing is that's the paper line, but I keep the elements with it in the bin. And then what happens is once I've used this paper line and the elements, and it's pretty well used up, then I'll take the elements and put whatever's left over in my general stash. So that ultimately it makes it kind of easy to keep them together. But aside from that, I keep everything separate. I even separate paper stacks. So you have to go based off of what you find to be the easiest, really, and how you think. But I will tell you this, if you waste so much time going through 20 paper stacks looking for, you know, polka dotted paper. You really do. And I see people do it all the time when I crop with them. And whereas it's easier to just be able to pull out the paper that you need. I lose my creative mojo when I'm searching through. I get frustrated. Honestly, I've been known to just quit. Just say, you know what, forget it. I just need to walk away from this. So it helps a lot to have your paper organized. Paper is the, you know, basic element to scrapbooking. And so if there's nothing else that you organize, can I recommend that you organize your paper in a way that works for you? And that's pretty much all I can say about that. If you do have any questions, or you want a list of mine, just, you know, let me know. But really go back to the way you think when you look at the paper. How could you label it in a way that would remind you where it is? Is really the issue. I am going skiing, so I will see you all when I get back. But I do scrap when I'm on vacation. I do, and I crop there with some ladies, because we do go there regularly to Tahoe. And so I will show you the pages that I got done when I get back. You all have a blessed, blessed week. Bye.